Hello goat lovers, Crystal here with Blue Cactus Dairy Goats, and we got some baby shenanigans going on today, so I thought I would just start and give you guys an update on how these little three-day-old kids are doing of Val'S. This one's little, and they're hungry. So they're doing really good. These three actually are eating now, where I had to. It just actually, last night was the first time they actually would suckle. Check her out. She's awesome. Just a little bit at a time, but they're doing it, and they're so strong today. So, if you guys didn't see, Val actually had quads, which blew my mind. She was very small, and I was just hoping for one kid out of her. I was just hoping it would be a buck, which she gave me a buck, who is over there. Come here, mister. Come here. Here, let's try to eat. So the first kid born was the buck, so I was super excited about that. And then she just kept spitting kids out, and they just kept getting smaller and smaller. So the fourth baby did not make it. I'll show you guys a clip of her if you didn't see. She was smaller than this girl, which, if you guys can see, I mean, a soda bottle. These kids are tiny. And she was smaller than this girl. So she just didn't do well. We tried, and she just didn't make it. But, anyway, these ones were kind of struggling as well. They wouldn't eat, and that one yesterday I was like up in the air, like whether or not she was going to make it too. And she's just doing awesome. So they clearly were selenium deficient, because they were all kind of really, really weak in their legs. So they got their selenium. I've been giving them Jump Start daily, and now they are all eating, which is amazing. What I was having to do is just kind of hold the bottle in their mouth, and they wouldn't suck, not at all. And it would just get enough down their throat to where they would swallow every few seconds to get enough down their throat. And over and over and over and over and over again for a good 2 days, that's what I had been doing. And now they're eating. I'll try to, come here, mister. He's over there already trying to nibble on stuff. But they are just tiny. They're the cutest little things. But for sure they were premature. And how I know that they were premature is simply because they didn't have any teeth. When a buck is born, the bottom teeth might barely be rupturing the gum, but does always have their bottom teeth. So none of them had teeth. As a matter of fact, they still don't have their bottom teeth in, but they're doing really, really good. Here, baby. Well, that little buckling's just gonna take a walk, I guess. Hey, mister. He is flashy. I'm gonna go grab him real quick. Look at this girl chugging. So it was like the most amazing thing, you guys, once they when they latched on and started eating. I'm gonna go grab him real quick. Hey, where are you going? Are you hungry? How beautiful is this little dude? He doesn't take the bottle as good as these girls here, but he still does. And every time I feed him, I've been feeding him a lot. Like every hour or two. There he goes. But they can only take a little bit in, and then they got little tiny bellies. But they're doing it, huh? So I just got them out here. Right now we're keeping them in the house because it's cold, and obviously they weren't doing well. And just today, I swear, just today, they are just making a huge turnaround to where I feel very, very confident all 3 of these little guys will last. Or will make it. Will last. They're going to make it. And the other little doe, it was really sad. She was the last one born. When she was born, it was like, man, is she going to make it? I did make the decision to pull these kids from Val right off the bat, because they were all so small. They were weak, they were small, and I just wasn't going to risk it. I mean, she literally looked like she had a single, like 1 kid in there. She was not big at all, and she had 4, so it's pretty crazy. Look at this little girl. So every time I feed them today, and they're actually suckling, but every time I go to feed them, they do a little bit better, and this one is just doing awesome. And like I said, I wasn't even sure if this one was going to make it. As of last night, she was just really weak. She was hunched back, head down, and just would not take a bottle, like for nothing, and then just kind of struggled the whole time so I just kind of held it to the back of the throat and held their head up, and to where at least they are swallowing something every few seconds because the milk is getting in the mouth. And she just would really struggle with it and start choking. So I can't tell you how excited I was this morning when they just started eating really good. He still doesn't eat as good as I'd like him to, but he's getting there. He's hungry. They got their tails wagging. They're standing strong. And actually latching on. They're too cute. Really, really excited about these ones. Just because the lines that they come from. And if you can see, look at that width on this tiny little baby. She's got about the most perfect back. Check her out. Which of course is another chamois. Like, she looks like a little show star already. Oh, so cute. All right, here. This is the only one that ended up with blue eyes. So when she had 4, I thought, well, maybe I'll sell one of the does. But, you know, we lost the one doe, which is literally horrible. You know, you try everything you can, you're doing everything you can. Her lungs weren't developed very well, which is like one of the last things to develop in the babies, which is why it's always not good to have preemies, because their lungs, you always got to worry kind of about the lungs. Are they going to be able to breathe? And you could just tell she was, every breath, she was struggling. And you can tell because their nostrils flare. Like, she wasn't doing it, even laying there, her nostrils are just flaring for each breath. And then as well, just last night even, especially this little girl, like, they were too weak after being born that they didn't even hack out all of the fluid after birth, and you could just hear it inside of their lungs and everything. So this girl's doing really good today. I don't hear any of it today. Like, they're strong enough that they had coughed it all out. Check her out. She's an eating machine. But even if you guys to think a goat smaller than this one, you know, it was pretty obvious why she didn't make it. And then even this dude, like, look how much smaller she is to him. Like, he's not even a pound. So they about finished this bottle. And between the 3 of them, they have not eaten. I just put about that much, not even a half a cup, and they won't finish it. So in this feeding, they actually just finished that amount of milk. And I bet you they could use more. Hi. Look at this goat, you guys. Oh, don't get mad. I want to show how little you can fit in my hands. So, very, very, very happy to report, you guys, that at least these 3 are doing amazing. So I'm just getting them out here, wanting to bottle feed them outside, get their little hoovies in the dirt. And I'm thinking within another couple of days, if not even tomorrow, they'll be able to be outside. They're eating really good. This girl's really, really nice. You're gorgeous. So, what we got to do now is get some other babies. We have the younger Dawn, Sky, Shilly, and Cammy's babies are all in the smaller pen just to get them bottle fed, and they are eating on the lamb bar really well. So we just transitioned them into the lamb bar. So what I want to do is get them introduced to the 11 other goats that are in the big kid pen. So we're going to do that here in just a second. What are you doing, mister? Hi. So I want to think of some really, really cool names for these kids. Aren't you just beautiful? She's just the cutest. Look at them, they even want to nibble on the grasses. Or weeds. You're pretty. Yes, you are, flashy boy. Oh, oof. Like he's not taller than that bottle. That's just crazy. Let's see. Okay, maybe he is. Oh, they like it out here. You like it out here, don't you? Yeah. This is our new herd sire, guys. Number 5. Have to come up with a super cool name for you, huh? Yes. That was kind of a snotty look. What was that about? I love width, guys. Check her out. Oh my goodness. Oh, cutest. I'd say they're about 1/3 of the size of any of the other goats born. She is probably like 1/4 of the size, that little girl. Hi.